My name is Jack Stone. When I was born, the eyes of the murderer's son followed me. I hated my father. I hated him for being so heartless that he killed someone. But I hated my mother even more. She gave birth to me despite everyone's objections. She said, "Your father is not wrong. Jack, you must stand up for the injustices your father suffered." She continued to appeal and fight for her own wrongs like someone who had lost their mind. I offended everyone around me. In the end, my father was sentenced to death. The day of his execution was just like any other. My mother got ready early. She said she would see him off for the last time. The way she looked at me that day terrified me. But I didn't think much about it and went to school as usual. In the afternoon, my homeroom teacher rushed me home during math class. There were many cars parked outside, and a crowd gathered noisily. I saw a stretcher being carried out, covered by a white cloth. I can't remember much after that. My uncle took me to live with him for a while, and during that time, every day was chaotic for me. My aunt treated me like a thief. If my cousin accidentally raised their voice, she would fearfully pull them away. Don't follow their example. They're cold-blooded, just like their murderer father. When their mother died, they didn't even shed a tear. I could hear them whispering about me behind my back. I wanted to cry, but I couldn't. It felt like my tear ducts had completely shut down at that point. After that, I was completely isolated from the outside world. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't fit in. I felt like an outsider in a world where life seemed to have stopped. The only person who made me feel alive was Lily. Lily was outstanding, always top of the class. Teachers liked her, and so did her friends. She had many friends, and I had envied her since I was young. How could one person be liked by so many people? I couldn't help but look up to her. She was like a little sun, warming everyone around her. She was also the only one in class who dared to talk to me. She knew that I didn't do my homework, and she would ask me if I was sick or if I felt uncomfortable anywhere. Some students in class lost their pencils, and everyone suspected that I had mixed them up. She would stand up and say, "Jack didn't mix up the items. Let's all seriously look for them together." Then, the pencil was found in the trash. When I told Lily about this, she looked confused and said that she didn't remember anything. She even asked me if I was mistaken. I said, "I can't be mistaken." Because for those who have spent their lives in darkness, the moment a little light shines in, those moments of brilliance are etched deeply into their bones. I still clearly remember one time when I was assigned to do cleaning duty with her. She finished her part and came back to help me. Then, when we were leaving the school campus together, her mother's face turned pale when she saw me walking out with her. "Stay away from the son of that murderer," she said sharply, and I was a bit frightened. "Mom, he's my classmate. He's not a murderer," Lily innocently explained. "If his father killed someone, he will be just like him." She stepped forward, urgently saying, "It was his father who killed, not him." Lily wanted to argue, but she was slapped by her mother. How did I raise a daughter who doesn't know right from wrong? I kept my gaze on them as they walked farther away. My eyes hurt so much that I wanted to cry. It turns out that my son hadn't been well cared for. Her mother didn't seem to like her much. In that moment, my tear ducts suddenly started working again. After that, my uncle took care of the transfer procedures for me because his son was also attending elementary school. My aunt was afraid that my presence would cause her son to be ostracized at school. After all, I had the blood of a murderer in me, and her son was also related to me by blood. So, I was transferred. I would never see my son again. I wanted to cry, but my tear ducts couldn't release any tears. Only when I saw Lily did my tear ducts return to normal. So, like a creep, I secretly kept an eye on everything about Lily. She was still as outstanding as ever, topping the city in the high school entrance exams and entering the #1 high school. As for me, I was more focused on playing and ended up in the second highest school. At the second highest school, I met Sarah. Lily and Sarah were nothing alike. She liked to party. The second highest school was a trashy school with lots of trash. Many students had already integrated into society since their first year of high school. I feared that if something happened to her, Lily would be sad. So I always secretly protected her. As a result, she started liking me. This made me feel very uncomfortable because I had never thought about being in a relationship. Even Lily, I had never considered being with her. I just wanted to admire her from afar. Watching her get better and better was the only joy in my life. So when she showed up at the karaoke room, all I wanted was for her to leave. The chaotic atmosphere here was not meant for her. She deserved better things. She asked me to take her home. Since I was worried it wouldn't be safe for her to go alone at night, I reluctantly agreed. The next day, she crossed the line and asked me to pick her up from school. How could I do that? She was just my son. I could only look at her from a distance. If I got too close, I'd get hurt. But I still went, because she had waited for so long. Late at night, it wouldn't be safe for a girl to go alone. I wanted to make sure she got home safely. She gave me the tests from her school. She said she'd tutor me and asked me what my life goals were. It sounded so frustrating. The son of a murderer has no life goals. To push her away, I deliberately said my goal in life was to take her home. After hearing that, she'd be scared and run off, I thought with pride. But instead of running away, she promised me a whole new world. It turned out that she wasn't my son. She was my new world.